What happens when you don't have enough time to study completely for an SAT or an upcoming ACT? This is your strategy. You do some, and you use that first test as practice. You make your true target a later date, 2 months, maybe 3 months later. A practice test, even if it's a mediocre score, is not going to get held against you, meaning a real test that you don't expect to end up counting because you'll do better later. Colleges don't hold it against you, but you get some experience in the testing environment. You do some practice testing of your own beforehand so that you can be at your best. You put everything into it, but your mindset becomes, I know I will do better later. I'm not going to get deflated emotionally by a not so good score. I know it doesn't hurt me. Now, there is a strategy for some students who could use that first test. They still don't have time to completely study for, but can do a good chunk on the one section that they could trounce. They could get through the tutoring needed, say, for verbal. They're going to have a lot more work for math. That can wait. Do everything you can in the time you have to trounce the verbal, and let super scoring take over. If after that first test you did nail it, you now have an imbalanced score, a really high verbal, a mediocre math, and the colleges won't care because they super score, and a later test is going to bring up your math. Even if the verbal falls on a later test, super scoring means best gets combined with best from another date. And you don't have to worry about studying for the test section that you already trounced. If it's ACT, I'd target 2 of the 4 sections. Try to nail those 2. If even one of them comes through well on your first ACT, you don't have to study for that section anymore. You probably don't even have to do well on that section anymore because the ACT recently announced that it is encouraging all colleges to super score the 4 ACT sections. So these are opportunities. Don't say, oh, I don't have enough time to study, I'm not going to do any. And please don't say that this first test is really meaningful when everybody, even seniors, have another test opportunity down the road to impress colleges.